Hello everyone, Direwolf20 here, and today I'd like to show you a system I built using Buildcraft. I know several of you guys have been asking me to do another Let's Play. I just want to give you the heads up. It probably won't be until at least version 1.9 or the gold release of Minecraft, whatever that is. I'm going to wait until probably at least 1.9, and for all the mods that I like using to get updated to 1.9 before I do a Let's Play. But for now, I'll show you guys a couple of the things that I've built in my world that I'm playing in right now. This is version 1.81 with Industrial Craft, Buildcraft, Equivalent Exchange, all the normal ones I like to use. So you can see here I've got 3 tanks filled up, one with water, one with this yellow stuff, which if you haven't been paying to Buildcraft attention, it's fuel, and this is oil right here. And I've also got these combustion engines hooked up to a energy distribution system. And I'm using the Buildcraft teleport pipe mod, now named Additional Pipes by Zeldo, to use this teleport pipe as basically a central hub for Buildcraft energy distribution. I've got an input pipe here for both my fuel and my water to come in and fill up my combustion engines, and I've got an on-off switch here for the combustion system. And you might be wondering, why do you have an on-off button instead of a lever? Well, I'll show you why in a moment. So let's first cover water. So you can see these combustion engines now require water. And if I want, I can activate one of my control switches over here, water output for example. We'll turn on this engine and start pumping water out of this cell. And the water will be pumped out of the tanks, and I have to make sure that my receiving line here is set to frequency 6 for water. And now you can see water starting to spill in. And it's going to fill up my engine's water tank. This will keep my engines cool, and it will ensure the combustion engines no longer explode. Combustion engines will now explode if they're not kept cool enough with a steady supply of water. And I can turn off my water lever, and that'll stop the pumping of the water, and the water will eventually stop filling into my tanks here. Now if I switch this guy back over to 4 and activate my fuel output, it'll start pumping fuel through this teleport pipe. That's enough for now. And send it again into these guys, which the fuel level will start to fill. Combustion engines can now run on fuel, oil, or lava with different degrees of efficiency. I think lava is the least efficient, oil being the mid-tier efficiency, and fuel being the most efficient use of energy. So that's pretty cool. If I want to get more water, I actually have a pump outside, out by a lake, and I can activate the pump pretty much by activating my powerhouse here. My pump is connected to an energy teleport pipe, and the frequency on the water pump is 4. So if I activate this system, it will send energy through the teleport pipe, which lands at a pump outside, and you can see water will start to fill up my tank. So that's just a pump outside at a lake. I'll show you guys in a bit what the pump looks like, but it's pretty much the pump you've seen from Buildcraft before. And if I turn it off, it stops filling up once the residual energy is done there. I have also an oil refinery right here. You can see the oil refinery in the background, and it's also connected to a teleport pipe for energy on frequency 2. So if I change my frequency here to 2, and then output some oil, you'll see the oil is pumped out of the oil pipe, and the oil will land. There was some residual energy in my refineries here, but the oil is going to land in my refineries. That's enough for now. And all I have to do is activate my little power plant here, turn it on, and that'll start sending energy into the refineries, changing oil into fuel. If we look underground here, you'll see there's a pumping system to get the fuel out, which sends it to another teleport pipe, and stores the fuel into this tank. So this fuel tank is now filling up. So that's my refinery. I have not yet, but I plan to build a quarry or two and have the quarries pretty much receiving their energy from this power plant as well. So this way I have one central location for generating Buildcraft energy, and I can choose simply by changing the frequency what item gets power, be it my refinery, my water pump, or my oil pump. The oil pump is on frequency 1. So just change this to frequency 1, and I should start getting oil. You can see the oil bar starting to fill. Because I have another pump outside, I found a very big oil well, one of the large ones, and yeah, I basically hooked up a pump out there to another system. So now, once I've turned off this, there's still some residual energy hanging out in the pump, so it's going to pump up a little bit more, and then it should shut off eventually. You can see the water already finished. And there's a little bit of oil still here in my refineries, so why don't I finish those off. Frequency 2 again. Now why did I make this a push button? So that I can remotely activate it. That's right. If I choose frequency 1, it activates my system, and my refineries are running again. If I choose frequency 0, it turns off the system, and my refinery is shut down. So that's the reason I have the push buttons. It's actually just a little RS NOR latch in the back there. Whenever I pulse frequency 1, I turn on my system. And this way I can remotely activate the energy, so if I'm out in the field doing something, I can turn it on. So why don't I head outside and just show you where my pumps are. Here I am walking past my rubber tree farm, and heading out this little land bridge that I created. And if I take a good running start, I haven't crafted a quantum suit yet. I'm still pretty early on in this world, so I haven't gotten any quantum suit stuff yet. So here's my pump for water. You can see it just, hanging out in the water there. This is my energy input on frequency 4, as I mentioned earlier, and this is frequency 5 for the water, the liquid pipes. So pretty much, once energy gets applied, the pump starts going, and it immediately sends water back to my base. You can see the oil that I found. It's actually right now in the middle of a lake, big out, middle of the ocean, I guess, really. But it is a decent-sized oil well, you can see. I haven't even finished it. And it's hard to tell because oil and water act funny when they're together. But if I head straight down here, you probably won't be able to see on YouTube, but there is a hole. Let me see if I have any. No, I don't. But there is a hole here that leads down to a deep dug oil well. This was one of those big geyser oil spills. So, there should be a good amount of oil here for me. So, that's my oil system, and the pump works exactly the same. Energy comes in on frequency 1, and outputs liquids on frequency 1. So, that way we have our pump for oil and our pump for water. Swinging past my rubber tree farm here, this is actually where I've made my base in the side of this mountain. It's a pretty simple base at the moment, just got a portal through there. Got some alchemical chests storing all my good stuff. Got just a line of the mid-range machines here. Hooked up, there's a solar plant up there producing some energy for me into my MFSU. And this is where I have underneath my house my glowstone factory and what you guys just saw. So, just wanted to show some of you guys that stuff and check out this lever. Just wanted to show you guys that stuff. I don't know if you guys have checked out the new equivalent exchange, but there's a transmutation table now. It's not fully implemented, but it's basically a sneak peek. It allows you basically to do your transmutations directly rather than using a philosopher's stone. You can just do your transmutations in here, and it'll kind of expands that ability in equivalent exchange. So I think that'll wrap up for now. Once I've got some more cool designs to show you guys, I'll definitely post them, and like I said, I might be doing a Let's Play again once we reach version 1.9 and all my favorite mods get upgraded. So I'll catch you guys later.